Bhura Venkatesham, who's been the chairperson of the Telangana Public Service Commission for some time, to make a very important announcement. Please.
Good morning, Mom. Good morning to each one of you. It's our privilege to host all of you for this important event. Now, Honorable CM is busy with something else, so he said he will try to make by 12 o'clock he would like to come. In case further delay, he will depute some very senior minister for the conference by 12. So that's why I requested Honorable Chairperson UPSC to stay back. So he will be joining for the inaugural session. So before inaugural session starts, not to lose time, we have started this program now. So this session will continue, and then when Honorable CM or his representative comes, then we will start the formal inauguration. So that the entire issue is jam-packed. So we need not to lose any time. We have taken up this step. So I hope all of you understand and appreciate. Thank you.
Sir, may I request you to take over? Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Thank you, Amurji. So, see the panel, we have 4 eminent members, 3 members, the chairman, and we have an hour or so. So, as discussed with all the members, we will have 10 minutes each, starting with Professor Nari, and then Professor Rao will make his remarks, followed by Chairperson Andhra Pradesh. We will make a presentation of around 10 to 15 minutes later on, and the last 15-20 minutes will be open for the discussion. So the presentation in on a case of the Bihar Public Service Commission regarding the 78th Combined Civil Services Examination, which went right up to Honorable Supreme Court, and which may have some interesting issues decided at High Court level and then at the Supreme Court level also, which will be of interest for all of you, may be relevant for all of you. This case was discussed in the national conference very briefly, and again in Tamil Nadu also informally, and many of the members were of the opinion that a formal presentation should be made on this. So we took this opportunity, and we will try and squeeze in whatever we wanted to say about this case, around 10-15 slides. So we'll start with Professor Nari's comment about this session, and then we'll take it forward. We'll try and complete it within 1 hour. Thank you.
Good morning, one and all. Honorable chairmen from the different PSCs, members, secretaries, and other staff of all other public service commissions. Welcome you all on the behalf of TGPSC. And because of its important of the topic, our chairman has initiated the whole commission, what we are facing day-to-day activities and the litigations. So let us have the discussion among all of us and support each other to bail out the issues. Well, and also I thank all the organizers for giving me opportunity to share some of my experiences. Though of course I am not the domain of the legal, but I am slightly I am associated with the activities that is towards the recruitment process. Just I'll share some of the. Let's see. Okay, it is like swimming in sea, and let's see how we can reach to shore. Well, as we know that the nature of litigations in public service commissions very wide. It's very difficult to count, but however, just to with some extent made into 6 broad type of the litigation that we come across. Mostly, like, of course, they are not limited to this. Mostly we will come across the litigation and notifications, and that's the reason we feel its notification is very important, that document. And then examination procedures, which is really it is not visible to any of the stakeholders, but you'll find a lot of litigations in the examination procedures, government GOs and its amendments, rule of reservations, and local and non-local issues, mandatory instructions to the candidates, and whatever we communicate the commissions to this all the public, that also is made into as a litigations, and also the commission's autonomy, that also is a question is now and then. Let's see, briefly, just I'll cite some of the examples. I don't like to give a theory on this. Just we'll quote some of the case studies, what kind of the litigation we have faced, and what are the landmark judgments on each of the issue. First, just let me take the examination procedures. This is really either neither candidates, not general public, not aware of what exactly takes place in the background of the examination. Broadly, it is a 3-stage process: before conduct of exam, during the examination, and post-examination process of it. Okay, so the before the pre-examination, generally we make all the arrangements and planning for conduct of examination. It's wide open. Okay, even that some of the participants the stakeholders are raising the litigations of it. It's why this test center, how to generate the all tickets. Even though it is a regular routine process, even that it is the litigations have been raised. And broadly we have the examination pattern is 2 kinds: is a multiple choice questions and descriptive type. So when we make the question paper, either is MCQs or the conventional or descriptive type. So mostly it is rely on the experts, and the in charge of who is the examination process, the control of examiner or confidential member or the chairman. So we have to trust with the experts. The experts are really, the quality of the experts is essentially outcome of the quality of the examination. But really, we need to say how best we can track. That's we'll get the best possible one. But now, when it comes to resources, the resources are abundant. It's not limited. And one of the limitations, the resources are not validated anytime. See, it is wide open to all the resource persons to provide the information, but it is not validated or standardized. We take is the experts, whatever is accessible to the resource, he will prepare or generate or create the questions, and then provide the answers to the keys to that. So we commissions would depend on that. So there may be maybe the different source may be available contrary to that, or maybe that resulted maybe is a wrong answer, that may result is a multiple answers. And sometimes, when the process of preparing the question paper or there may be typographical mistakes of it. Okay, so these are all some of the gaps where we'll face the litigations of it. But anyway, so all the time, so it is the point where we need to minute to minutes we have to highlight, and in spite of that we'll get, but no other way. To the possible, like, when you are recruiting the commission level, so we expect the result should be, the candidate should be selected is the analytical nature and best possible one. So just for sake of selecting, we cannot give straight away questions are like. So we bound to face the litigations, but we need to, like, the trade of how best we can formulate this, okay. The one of the, like, the case WP recently, okay, there are number of cases was there. Recently on the group 1 of Telangana Public Service Commission preliminary exams, there are a number of objections raised in spite of the very rigorous activity. But of course, the judgment has come in, like, the rule out the based on the justification provided for each and one and of. And well, the one of the classical case, like, recruitment of junior panchayat secretary. Incidentally, I was the convener for conduct of examination. We don't expect the, like, litigation of this kind. The eligibility is a graduation. The candidates expected to test in English language, and in English is one of the part is the comprehension of it. Okay. So we, no one can expect that, okay, we need to translate it the regional language, right? So we, as a pattern of conduct of exam, it was given in is the same as a comprehension. So the all of a sudden as a litigation has come. We are the regional language medium, so it is not translated. And it has gone to the months together. Finally, we need to convince and then appeal, but still it has gone to the appeal. Finally it has the constituted committee, and then outcome of the committee is the final. So what I'm trying to say here is, like, though it is obvious, and then even then it's a litigation has been is raised. Of course, is a descriptive type of examination. We need to look at the scope of questions, evaluation process. These process we cannot list, make it public. Why? Because it's you more you give it, you have to face more challenges of it. Like, generally it is not supposed to be make it as a public. And then, though even in a notification we keep mention, like, revaluation is not there, will not be entered. Still, we make a litigation. I think there is in the Supreme Court. Okay, there are number of WPs and civil appeals. Pramod Kumar Srivastava and Vikesh Raj Gupta. In the number of the cases, it is ruled that, okay, revaluation is not. In absence of any provision of revaluation of answers books in the relevant notes, no candidate of examination got a right to whatever is a claim or ask for revaluation of his marks. So this is a thumb rule, right? Okay. So only thing is we need to, without forget mention in the notification, revaluation is not there. So we can avoid this litigation of it. And notification, of course, notification is very wide, lengthy document. But no, there are certain points, like still we face, like, equivalence of certificate or experience certificate. Especially experience certificate is really, it will be given by the different departments, are like, it may not be standard. We cannot expect the standard from the different departments. So the equivalence of certificate, like, one of the just classical example, post required is the qualification is economics and commerce and mathematics. But a petitioner is like with the BTech qualification, he contented for the post for accounts officer, like. So the tribunal of APS, like, the given concession, but permitted, but bench has set aside the court. The another is, like, pertaining to eligibility post of principal. Petition do not have eligibility criteria notify employers, but so in this also is when they rejecting the candidate of petitioner. So this has ruled out the eligibility criteria of the principal. Age relaxation, like there is a request of the 2 years of overage relaxation for the recruitment of AEE, and there was no recruitment. The reason is there was no recruitment for quite some time, okay? So with that, but it was not considered. The court has not given any relaxation because based on that, the government has not given that. So this is the obvious thing. And another is like suppression of material. It's very, very important. We may feel that sometimes sympathetic towards the candidate. That should have not disclosing the previous appointment of in the application. The cancel, so that boils down to the cancellation refusal of appointment. Person who indulges suppression or suggestion of falsity does not deserve the public employment. We are being the recruitment agency. We should not be any sympathy. Like if you are sympathetic for one person, we are doing injustice to other. So that we have to go as for the rule. That will avoid some of the litigations of it. Rule of reservation. Yeah. Well, there is a ambiguity or the queries between the vertical and horizontal reservations of it. And they, in TGPSC, there was contention on this, in the appointment of junior election. It's not that only this case, there may be number of it. I'm just citing one of the example. The PWD category is claiming for the considered the vertical reservation. So but no, specifically, actually in the government GO, it is specifically is not mentioned as a horizontal reservation. But there are the judgments on the in the Supreme Court that the woman and physical person with challenge and any special reservation to be considered as horizontal reservation. Of course, the AP has given the GO pertaining in regarding the other. So later in TGPC also is given towards this. So the results we have to be very careful whether it's included in the GO or not. Instructions to the candidates. Instructions are instructions published in the notification and other form of it is, it can be considered statutory effect. Whatever we communicate, that's a rule. And one of the classical case of Telangana, Tamil Nadu Public Commission, the candidate has marked answer scripts with pencil. So that has maybe is the indication of some symbolic representation. The Honorable High Court of Tamil Nadu is allowed with writ petition as a made writ petition, but Public Commission of Tamil Nadu has made an appeal, and the Honorable Supreme Court has set aside the judgment of High Court. So this is one of the example the instructions are to be. Yeah, Commission of Autonomy. Okay, so the Supreme Court clarifies that the Public Service Commission's autonomy is recruitment and conduct of examination and interviews only. So this is there are this these judgments, and so this all is I thought of sharing. These are some